on the evil of the world. Yeah. Oh my days! Oh no! Put it back! Put it back in the ground! Oh really? Back in the ground. Oh my god, this game was made by the Code Monkeys, the same people that made those bloody Dingo Pictures games. Games which are literally just really shit animated films with maybe some puzzles and some colouring in, MS Paint colouring in. And they've decided to make a 3D game. I think this was their first 3D game as well. Absolutely terrible. Absolutely terrible. So yeah, I'm Bio, and this is the Simpsons Skateboarding. One of the worst skateboarding games ever made. People who are fans of Simpsons, like I was when I was a kid, mainly because of Simpsons Hit and Run. You know, he had Simpsons Hit and Run, which influenced your decision quite a fair bit on whether or not you got another Simpsons game. For me personally, I played Hit and Run before I played this. And then I got this because I was into skateboarding, and I thought, "Oh, Simpsons great! You know, Hit and Run was great." Well, I enjoyed Hit and Run anyway, and it was absolute trash. So there is no save files, as I could see. I could unlock all playable characters. There is a code for it, but let's be honest, I'm just going to play as Bart anyway.
Bart Simpson at your service.
Bart Simpson at your service. Ah, yeah. Wait a second. There is one code I need to put in. Actually, I might as well put both codes in. Why not? It's not going to make a difference at the end of the day, is it? There you go. Hear that little jingle? That's me putting the codes in. Now we've got all the characters. So you got Nelson, Otto, and Professor Frink, isn't it? Krusty the Clown and Chief Wiggum. See, I remember their names. I haven't watched Simpsons in a long old time, but I still remember their names. You can get different costumes for the characters as well, if I remember correctly. I did play a fair bit of this game. I wish I didn't. It was absolutely terrible, but, you know, really wish I didn't. But, it is what it is, isn't it? Few boards to select from. Go with the crossbones. And we've got Springfield Elementary, Downtown Springfield, Burns Mansion, Sir Petalots. And you want the not the skills school, you want the skate fest, which allows you just to go around and do whatever. If you get close to a challenge, it will give you a timer and tell you do that challenge, and then it's your choice whether or not you do it. Doesn't matter if you don't. It doesn't reset you back. It just resets the challenge. So pretty much, you can do the challenges. Take your time with it, really. That's the only good thing, is that you have an unlimited amount of time to do all of these challenges.
This is Kent Brockman with Eye on Springfield. Next up, our competition swings into action at a site that usually hosts another extreme sport. Yeah.
Don't care.
Your skating makes my eyes sad.
Got Mo here. Just gonna.
Dear God, no!
Dear God, no!
That was the
Oh my God. So it's giving me a timer for putter, which I don't know what that is.
Oh, you win? Sometimes even losers get lucky.
But
My butt hurts.
it's not that the game. In all fairness,
Mess with the best.
it's not
and
that
I
this
like the
game
rest.
is terrible,
Excellent form.
right? This game is pretty terrible. It's pretty goddamn terrible, if I'm being completely honest. It's a terrible excuse for a video game, if I'm being completely honest.
Late
But at
shove it,
least
360.
they gave it a go. They gave it a go. You know, I don't know why EA decided, this is published by EA, to
I'm the greatest of all time.
get a developer like the Code Monkeys, who had never made a 3D game before this.
No
Oh, look at this
crap.
massive list of games they did on the PlayStation. Yeah, they were budget games, but you know, we've got a really small budget. They'll be able to make a game. Yeah, sure they were.
Indie grab.
Where is it telling me to go? Yeah. Telling me to go. That's the thing. It just gives you an arrow and be like, yeah, right, yeah, right. There you go. It's over there.
Whee!
Oh,
There you go.
Doctor, very well done.
So I needed to collect all the letters for putter, and it just all you've got is an arrow to tell you where to go. My advice.
Indie grab.
The other thing is you got was it
Very nice execution.
Kent Brockman, the news reporter. You know, if you do a trick, most of the time he'll say, "Oh, kickflip, spaghetti,
Tail grab.
tail grab." So stupid stuff like that.
I hope you like crutches.
And he did kind of stupid commentary, and you're like, "Shut up, Kent Brockman." But this is, in all fairness, it's not the worst skateboarding game I've ever played, by no means. And you think to yourself, "What? This is the worst skateboarding game? What are you talking about?" And I'm like, "Ah ha ha ha! You haven't played the Phoenix Games
Nice execution.
published skateboarding game, have you?"
That's the bomb.
This just in. You are good. Late shove it. Late shove it.
I don't know how to do.
Rippin', man.
Very nice trick.
The thing is, it's hard to do high-level combos because mainly I don't know any of them. It's
Indie grab. Tail grab.
too slow, ran out of time. Well, not too slow. It's just
Ooh, that will
my.
definitely
It's
leave
more of my combos are not worth enough points. Why is that?
That's the bomb.
So
Form fitting.
yeah, it's not the worst one. You know, there's worse when we get to that. You're probably wondering why this isn't Yanya Kabbalista.
Whoa.
I said that was next in my last video.
You are
It doesn't work on the emulator, unfortunately. And normally what I would do is I would you know, change the scheduling of that game, and I'd buy the game myself and play it with my PlayStation 2, like I've done with some of the Simple series.
Shredder-fire.
Give it to me, baby. Late
Unfortunately,
shove
Yanya
it,
Kabbalista doesn't
Late
work.
shove it.
It just doesn't work on an emulator whatsoever. And
I was this
the problem with me
close.
buying it is it was only released in Japan and America. I'm in the UK. There's no European version of the game, so yeah. So I've got no way of actually getting my hands on the game whatsoever. Let's try a different level. Springfield Mall. Yeah, I've got no way of playing the game physically. I don't have a modded PlayStation 2 to be able to play it. I've got a modded Xbox. That can play any region Xbox games, but you know, and I've got a disc which makes my GameCube region free. But the region free thing I've got for the PlayStation 2 doesn't really work very well. It doesn't, because I've got I had an American copy of.
This is Kent Brockman with Eye on Springfield.
I don't remember
We're here
actually.
on the
I had an American copy of a game. Actually, I don't even remember what it is, and it just kept glitching every time. And the disc was in fine condition.
Nice 5-0 grind.
Mess with the best, end up like the rest.
Yeah, it was in really, really good condition. The disc, but it would play it,
Kickflip.
but it would keep crashing on doing stupid shit like that. Wasn't that a gap? That technically counts as a gap I just did. Whatever. Trying to avoid the
Tail slide.
Yowee!
Poetry in motion. And I don't like poetry.
Oh man, this sucks.
How did that happen?
Digimon. What kind of answer do you want?
Got it.
It was Digimon that did it.
That's the bomb.
But yeah, this is not the worst skateboarding game in the world. By no means. It's not a good game. I'm trying to think of how to correctly phrase it. By no means is it a good skateboarding game. But at the same time, I don't think it's the worst skateboarding video game you'll get your hands on. Like there, why did he turn around? Oh, he didn't have enough speed. Well, no. In Tony Hawk's games, it doesn't matter if you ain't got enough speed. He will still get up there. Because he would then... Yeah, run over the old people. Right, Bart. Come, you jets. Wanted to grind that rail, but apparently no, we're not doing that today. Want to go down there either.
Nice tail slide.
You just slightly click on the D-pad and it's like, ah! I could use the analog stick, but I don't like using the analog stick for. Never use the analog stick for Tony Hawk's games ever. Nope, it's not. Hang on, speed. But pressing. Build up speed, Bart, you goddamn nuisance. You non-existent Pokemon.
Oh man, this sucks.
Ow, that appears.
But yeah, you get no momentum. What makes me laugh is like I had loads of momentum, go up a ramp, the momentum comes to a standstill unless I press X. You wouldn't get that in a Tony Hawk game. Like there, I just jumped over that grind. Where in a Tony Hawk game, it would probably like magnetize to the rail because it knows what you want to do. It knows what you want to do. Can I actually go inside the mall? Is that a thing I can do? Going in the mall. Yes, I can. But that's the thing. One thing I can at least... That's the thing. Look how big these levels are. Yeah, okay, they don't have much variety, but look, they're fairly big. They look Simpson-like, you know what I mean? This is why I never thought this game to be an absolute abysmal excuse of a video game. Because it still was okay. It was okay. Oh, by no means it was good. By no means. Yeah, go in there. Yeah, by no means was it a good game. By no means. By no stretch of the imagination.
Loser.
Somebody get a really big band-aid.
But it wasn't the worst skateboarding game I'd ever played.
7/360.
Just pay me now.
Amazing move.
Who am I kidding?
Here comes
But I haven't really got much else to say about this game. Like I said, I didn't think it was as terrible as people say it was when I was a kid. Still now don't think it's as terrible. There's
Very
worse
nice
skateboarding games, I can assure you.
Late, shove it.
Have you played Andy McDonald's MTV Sports Skateboarding?
Give it to me, baby.
Or MTV Sports Skateboarding featuring Andy McDonald? I don't think you have. Well, yeah, okay, that was on the PlayStation 1, but still, like, again, we're cool. Talking about skateboarding games. It's still a 3D skateboarding game, isn't it? In fairness, the graphics in this aren't very impressive. You know, they can make do for a,
I'm the greatest of all time.
Clever move. Late, shove it.
I don't want to hit that clock. You see, sometimes the momentum just goes. It's just like, okay.
Spineless.
Whoa. Oh man, that sucks and
So you go up a ramp sometimes, and the momentum's like, yeah, alright, no problem, bud. And then sometimes it's like, nah, mate, you didn't have any momentum
Tail slide.
there.
my butt hurts.
But it's hard to do grinds. It's really... Unless you jump on the grind... Right, I'll make an example. But, be able to pick up speed, will you? Come on. You got to hold down up on the D-pad. Can't just click it like you can do. Maybe if I go over here, so what's over here? Yeah, I can grind here.
Nose grind.
See that? If you grind, if you just press triangle to grind, like this. he can hold on to it, no problem. But if you go up and
Nice
do that,
grind.
because
Get up.
so that one,
Here comes the
there you go, you
bump.
can stay there a minute. So that one I just did there was right and triangle, trying to do a different trick, different grind trick.
Could I
And you
close
see
some
the arrow
of
just
these,
go
Dad?
straight, well that was left actually, straight to the left. Just went straight to the left. So, like that. Oh! The arrow goes, because
Somebody get a really
you've got
big
to, like,
Band-Aid.
you got to do the trick,
I hope you like crutches.
like I've just done there,
No slide.
and
That
you've
hurts.
got to click it in the air and let go before Bart hits the rail. That's what you've got to do.
Just pay me now.
Late shove it 360.
Yeah, it's again, it's not.
Indie grab.
It's not absolutely abysmal, you know.
Whoa.
But I will not support the Code Monkeys in any way, shape, or form if I can help it. You know, screw those guys. They make terrible fucking
Late shove it
shitty
360.
Oh, my butt hurts.
shitty
A
video
moment of
games on
silence,
PlayStation
please.
1, Dingo Pictures, shitty video games.
Indie grab.
Right there. Well, it's like no momentum whatsoever. Just cuts it off sometimes. Just cuts off the momentum like that. Just like flick of the fingers. There you go, you got no momentum now. But the last two ones I did, 2 times I went up the ramp I did. Oh, but now you don't. So, screw ya! I ain't playing any more of this. Alright, so that was the Simpsons Skateboarding. Might have brought back nightmares for some people. Say a lot, don't I? Just trying to give a commentary, and I'm just like, I got nothing else to say about this game. It's I have literally, my opinion on this game is literally a sentence long. Literally a sentence long. It's not the worst skateboarding game, but it's still pretty bad. There you go. That's my opinion on the game. I don't have any other opinion besides that. Levels are okay in my opinion. Again, that's another opinion, I guess. But that borderline, my opinion for the game is that single sentence. But I can also add that the levels are fairly big and they fit the Simpsons style. You've got a variety of playable Simpsons characters, quite iconic characters as well that people know and recognize. But it doesn't get a free pass. It's still a terrible video game. But again, it's not the worst skateboarding game out there. I hope you've enjoyed and